Hey everybody, it's me Jill, and welcome to Jill Informed. This is the recap of The Real Housewives of New York City, Season 12, Episode 11. Love him and leave them. This starts with Luann and Sonia, and they're auditioning comedians for Luann's new cabaret show. I guess Sonia's going to be a part of it too. Then we have Leah and Tinsley on the phone. Tinsley just got back from spending time with Scott. Or she's still there? I don't know. She said that the ladies all told her she should get on a plane and go to Scott. And she's like,
I still had to play it cool. But when Scott said get on a plane and bring strawberry and shortcake, well, of course I was all in.
So, yeah, she's there. It feels like home, yada, yada. We all know that it's going to be home. You guys, could you imagine if I ran into Tinsley somewhere? I'm not like in downtown Chicago very often, but it would be kind of fun. I would love to run into her. This should be a case for a Real Housewives of Chicago, right? We've already got Tinsley. She could bring on some friends. Dale might move here. Oh, I love the shopping on Michigan Avenue, but I don't like the cold. Oh, I would love to have her. Anywho, Leah is telling her that Dorinda has planned a dinner and this haunted house thing. That should be fun. Okay, so now we are at Blood Manor and all the ladies are arriving, and it's kind of funny because they have a couple of some guy dressed up as a scary clown and another guy is, I don't know, kind of a monster looking thing. And so as the ladies are just walking up to get to the place, he kind of jumps out at them on the sidewalk. And it's cute. It's funny to see the different expressions. Ramona just drops her bag right there and goes running. And the clown actually has to pick up her bag and bring it to her. It's kind of funny. Side note, I am not going to be having screenshots for this recap. I'm sorry, but I don't know if it's just an Xfinity thing. I have Xfinity, and so these episodes are on my computer, and then I watch the episode and I just do a screenshot so that I can add pictures for my recaps. This time, when I do a screenshot, it comes out black on every show I try to do. So I think this is something new. It isn't just a Bravo thing. Like I said, it was like any show. So I don't know if it's an Xfinity thing, or I don't know if this is just a new thing where they're trying to protect their intellectual property or something by not letting you do screenshots. I don't know. I have found a workaround where I can do it from my tablet or my phone, but that's a whole other process. So I'm not going to be doing it for this episode in any case. I'm going to try to work out something different going forward. But for now, I'm apologizing. No pictures, but I will try to be very descriptive with my words. Okay, so the haunted house was scary. I don't like that. I don't like people jumping out at me. I don't know. Life is scary enough, I guess. So after they go to this bar or restaurant, whatever, they're sitting down and the ladies are talking about Tinsley. I think Tinsley and Leah maybe went to the ladies' room or something. And the other ladies are talking about how they saw on Instagram that Tinsley posted a picture of herself at Scott's apartment in Chicago with a, dreams really do come true kind of a thing, photo cred to Scott. And, Luann's like, well, I think she should have told us first, her girlfriends, before she tells the world. And Sonia said, yeah, especially because she knows that, we don't like feeling left out. So when they get back to the table, Leah wants to make a toast to Tinsley, who is back with Scott, and they're together and they're gonna get married and all this stuff. And everyone, I don't know, they barely did it. But then they decide that they're going to ignore Tinsley. Ramona won't even look in her direction. Dorinda is telling her, don't say a word, don't talk to her, don't turn that way. And I guess Sonia and Luann are going along with it. It's dumb. I don't think Elise is going along with it. And obviously Leah is not, but it's just so petty and childish and game playing. The game playing, I don't like it. Dorinda is being particularly obnoxious. Oh, that's great. Then you're moving to Chicago so you can move out of your hotel finally. Which, I don't know if you guys remember, they gave her such a hard time about not really living in New York City, yet being a New York housewife. Which, again, isn't it? It's kind of funny. You're worried about the fact that she doesn't have a permanent residence in New York City, yet you guys are all on a Housewives show and none of you are wives anymore. So I think we're all kind of blurring the lines there anyway, right? So yeah, that was a kind of a sticking point at the reunion in the past, that she lives in a hotel, but she doesn't have a permanent residence there. And I think they said that she was in Chicago half the time anyway back then. I don't know, whatever. Tinsley's like, well, yeah, of course, if I'm going to move, yeah. And then they just move on to talking about something else really quickly. And Tinsley's like, for some reason, my relationship is very important to them for some reason. And then at other times, they couldn't care less. I mean, she's right. First of all, it never should have been that important in the first place. And secondly, just can't you give her a second? Give Tinsley a moment of congratulations. I mean, she's not engaged yet, but she is moving there. And as we know, she is engaged now, but at the time of this filming, she wasn't. But be happy for her because she's back together with the guy she's in love with. How about that? Next, we are at a meeting with Century 21 and Sonia. They want Sonia by Sonia Morgan in their stores, and she's thrilled, and she's trying to pretend she's not thrilled, and whatever. Next, we've got Ramona, Sonia, and Dorinda. Sonia and Dorinda are going with Ramona to her party planner for her birthday party. She's planning her birthday party, and it's a very special one. It's always very special because it's Ramona. This guy is out, I think, on Long Island, and they didn't know it was going to be that far, but it's an hour later, they get to his place. It's Bethpage, New York. So I guess I don't know where that is, but I know it's not Manhattan, and it was at least an hour drive. Anyway, here's the creepy part. This guy was probably discounting everything for Ramona if she would do a little press thing for him, because at the end there's a guy there taking pictures of them. Dorinda's like, oh, okay, great, so now I have to do these photo shoot for Ramona. Yeah, they have their arm around the guy, and I just thought it was creepy. And creepy of Ramona for not telling her friends, would you mind taking a few press photos with this guy? He's giving me a discount. Not cool. Side note, Larry Scott, that's the planner's name. Is that the guy that planned the party for Melissa Gorga? Something seems very familiar about him to me. And even something about his showroom seemed familiar. Do you remember that Melissa broke the glass, dropped a glass, and they pretended to hide it so he wouldn't see, but the glass was supposedly, I don't know, $250 per glass or something. Do you guys remember that? Was this the same guy? I find him to be a little smarmy. Next, we have a little scene with Leah at her apartment, and her ex, Rob, is dropping off her daughter, Kier. I find this awkward. I don't know if the whole purpose of this scene is to show us that she has a good relationship with her ex, but it is strange. She's almost flirty with him. He doesn't seem to be interested at all. It's weird. I don't know. Then we actually have a scene with Ramona and Luann and Tinsley. And they're at a bar, and they have asked Tinsley there to congratulate her and, give her a nice send-off to Chicago. I think it was almost an apology in a way for how crappy they treated her when she made the announcement. And also because Dorinda isn't around to dictate that they don't talk to her or look at her or whatever. They did both say that they wish her the best and they want her to be happy and all that. And also this guy comes up because it's Ramona's date that she is kind of accidentally double booked. She is a serial dater. She dates voraciously, but her taste in men, not the best. Not the best. I get that she's 62 years old or whatever, but she looks damn good for 62. She looks damn good for any age, and she takes care of herself. I think she could do better, but she has other criteria, I think. Her priority list is different than mine for sure. I would have to be attracted to the guy I was dating. I think his lineage is more important to her than what he looks like. But in any case, for the most part, it was nice that they were giving Tinsley a send-off. They toasted to her happiness, and I think, I don't know, it felt kind of genuine to me. I don't know. Now, next we are at Tinsley's apartment, hotel room, and she's packing up and getting ready to go. Dale is there, and Dale is weepy. You know, she's happy for her, but I just always thought you'd be on the East Coast, Tinsley. And Leah comes over, and Sonia comes over, I don't know, to help pack. Not really. I don't think anybody's really packing, but I guess to say goodbye. Sonia is a crazy nut job, dancing crazy with Dale, and Dale thanks her for taking care of her baby girl. I don't know how well she took care of her. I mean, she took her into the townhouse, but she wasn't great when they lived together to Tinsley, that's for sure. I don't know. I guess she cares about her. And she's, packed up, and she's got strawberry and shortcake in their little matching puffy coats. I mean, it is so over the top, but it is so cute. And they get in the car. We have a little look back montage of Tinsley at the Big Apple Circus, dancing on the table at Bethany's apartment, her runway walk in Fashion Week, and she closes the door, the car drives off. It's very poignant. She's looking back out the window at her old life in New York City. And then we get her final, like we do for the last episode of the season, we get Tinsley's final, the little blurb, and it says, Tinsley's fairy tale finally came true when Scott romantically proposed in front of a group of Christmas carolers with Dale's permission. She got her dream ring and is currently drawing up plans for her dream closet. I should have said earlier that she was telling them that Scott was making all these alterations to his apartment in Chicago, like he was adding, like there were plans to add on to have a big closet for her and stuff like that. And all the ladies thought that that was great. That was a real sign of commitment. And that was it. It actually was a little bit sad to say goodbye to Tinsley. She has confirmed that she's not coming back to the show and all that. That's been in the news. So I guess that was the last time we're going to see her. And at the time of the filming of this, New York City has gone on, I think, just a 2-week hiatus. So I'm going to kind of spread these videos out. I don't know when exactly you're going to be seeing this one. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to leave a comment. I will be back for the next recap of The Real Housewives of New York City, and I hope you join me. Bye.